you want to try right now, though?
What? What? What is happening?
You want the trash? I got it all for you. Let's rehash the maths together.
Hello, I'm Wilko and welcome to Wilko Rehashed, and I promise we're almost there. I can actually smell the end. So we've got this week 2 more episodes to get through, this one and the next one. It's a 2-parter for the final vows. Yes, we've done all the final things, final dinner, final test. Well, final test is still going on for Rai, but for us it's completed. And then at the end of this week on Sunday, and then at the end of this week, and depending on how you look at the weeks, that could be this week or next week. Anyway, Sunday, the reunion begins. 1 second to tell you that your support means the absolute world to this channel continuing. So if you can, give thanks with a little love heart below. Maybe it's just for this absolutely disgusting tie. Oh, and people asking how can they send me these old ugly ties that they might find in op shops or their own cupboard. You can with an address. There is a PO box in the description of this video below. All the links that you need for the rehashed world are all down there. You can also donate by going to rehashed.com.au/donate. Once again, link is there. We must get into it because it's time for the Love Lab Rats to leave the maze. Yes, they must think about what they want in the future, but they must do it separately. You know, separately, pretty much exactly what Timmy for the Binny and Katie did their entire marriage on the telly. Oh, there's a lot of bittersweet chat, you know, but I think for most of these people, they're actually gagging to get some personal space from their wedded partner. Jamie and Dave are having a look back at their wedding video, and that's to convince them to kind of stick at it because there's very few relationships that we believe in. I don't know if the producers actually thought that we would buy this as a real relationship now, but after the whole body snatchers thing, I'm still not convinced. Even before the body snatchers, there was some doubts.
Having long arms, long legs, big feet. There's also something big you can't see.
Oh my God.
I have an extremely big heart.
I got the ick watching myself and be able to express myself and not judged.
Do it.
No.
Ooh.
You're such a freak.
You're a freak.
I forgot Dave's little campy moment. With that, they must separate. And I don't know if it's just his heart that's big, you know what I mean? Like if the rest of the body is in proportion, let's just move on. Okay, so Jamie is running a line at the moment that she has some real feelings, but she doesn't expect that much when she leaves the experiment, which is a bit of a big turnaround. I don't know about you, but I think that says a lot right now. Now, the drama.
I don't need to hear it. I can't fight for somebody that just doesn't want me.
We can tell that it's drama because of the big effects.
So
I care about my dog.
twice today you didn't have your wedding ring on.
Dun dun dun. And the weird colouring. What is this colouring? Because we know it's a flashback, but it's also a dramatic one. The reason for all the drama is because we're shocked that Beth doesn't think that her and TJ should go to the final vows. Sorry, I'm trying to get through that without laughing, but it's obvious that they shouldn't go to the final vows. Like they really beat this up as if it's some sort of horror movie. Darling.
That you liked me just a little bit.
That is not what you said, darling.
I'm not the kind of partner that walks away from
Darling.
something. So,
you guys need to chill. I know not a lot is happening right now, but we're not that deep into the episode. And I guess nothing has happened and you're really trying to keep our attention, so the
I don't want to stand there, put on another white dress like I did on my wedding day, pour my heart out to you, pour my emotions out to you, for you to just reject me again. I deserve to be with someone that wants me and is sure about me.
I agree.
So, final vows is not happening. This is just where we leave it.
Makes sense. I'm upset that we couldn't end this on good terms.
Yeah. Well, that's going to save a little bit of cash on the production budget, isn't it? And TJ can now leave another reality TV series that we will forget him from. At least people watch this one. In case you don't get that, I'll reply to the comments now. He was on Big Brother Australia on a season that I don't even think finished airing because nobody watched it. TJ wasn't into Beth from day one, but he is very good at pretending and just like happy to sort of like float along. But I do think that Beth is milking this ending a little bit to try and get that post-show sympathy, you know what I mean? Hey, Beth, I don't think you were that into TJ either. I think you definitely 1000% knew he wasn't into you, even though he was fence sitting. And that was gross and boring, but I don't think you were into him. But good, you should try and milk it. Get a little bit of sympathy, that's okay. Just, we can see it. Karina and Punch the Door are still living separately, and I'm actually shocked about this because I was expecting some sort of, they made up when the cameras weren't there explanation by the voiceover lady. You know, very Jack and Rai coded narrative. That's what I was really thinking that we were walking into. Even though they're not together, and I don't think he's brought pastries, they do meet for a little bit of a chit-chat because Paul thinks that they can come back from this. And I don't know, because Karina is saying things like she's lonely and has a sense of emptiness, which is very dramatic and extremely on brand for her. And I'll save you from it, but Paul goes on again about his actions and blah, 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 blah. He also says, and I don't know if you caught this, I'm sorry if my actions, stop, it was exactly your actions that pissed her off. What is with this if?
I'm just begging you to hear this from me. I want this relationship so bad. And if it makes you feel better, you know, like I am bloody so attracted to you. I talk to all the boys. Just look at me, right? Because it's so important. So I look at the boys and I'm like, God damn, boys, look at my wife. How hot is she? You know, only said nice things about you.
Yeah.
That she's not buying it. Even though you tried very hard with the look into my eyes, very Jafar from Aladdin. Give me your heart, Karina. Karina, rightly so, thinks that they're just words, and I would trust that feeling deep down if I were you, Kaz. I don't think we're calling her Kaz. But good for her. She fell for it the first time, right? When they met at the wedding, which is not the first time that they met, even though it's called Married at First Sight. And he said all the right things like, oh my God, I just wasn't in the right headspace. And he started to talk really quickly. And she just got sort of bamboozled. And then mum and dad really liked him at the wedding. And then she was like, I guess I should just do this. And then I guess like the French bang bang was good. So she stuck around a little bit longer. But after the punch the door and then him pushing her under the bus and now going to hang out with his other option, Hannah, finally Karina is getting the idea. Unless she gets to final vows and then says yes. And then I'll take all this back.
Thanks for coming by the apartment.
Thanks for coming
Say goodbye.
by.
That's actually the thing I've missed the most about it. It's your smell. Thank you for the chat.
Ooh, that hug is lingering too long. Pause it. Paul is lingering way too long on that hug as she kind of holds her neck sort of back from him as to not tempt a French kiss again. I love how he's just there pouring his heart out. Again, he didn't bring pastries, but she also didn't say thank you. And her answer to all of that, according to the edit, is, okay, thanks, well, say your goodbyes. But no, Karina, look into my eyes. Come closer so I can smell you. The thing you miss most is her smell? I don't know if that's what we're saying. I don't know. It's nice to like the smell of your partner, but I don't know if that's the thing that you miss the most. And not only is Karina going to release a single, In Love with a Frenchman, but obviously a fragrance to go with it.
Deep down in my heart, I know we can come back from this silly decision going on this date. We can make this relationship work.
Oh, it's a silly decision now. But it was curious for a hot second. Wow, he really thinks that this is actually going to go somewhere. He's really bought into the whole Jack Rai delusion package, hasn't he? For more torture from the producers of this show, Karina watches their wedding video and she does it alone. That speaks volumes. Made it very clear that she didn't want to do anything with Paul. I don't even think she wanted to do this sit down. And while watching the wedding video, I think she's definitely into seeing herself and how great she looked versus seeing the Frenchman. Speaking of delusion, we must, because you decided, check in with Jack and Rai. You said we must.
Is that a bag inside a bag?
I got you a bag.
Got him
I
a
gave Rory
bag with a
my
bag?
number.
Oh, yeah.
It's spoiling me. Why? What else have you done?
Thank you for being the best
doesn't know that that's
husband
not a joke.
that I could have had. And I have something I also want to tell you as well.
Oh.
That I did give Rory my number. But we didn't talk, and it made me realise that actually you are the one I want.
You are the one I want. Wow. Okay. Okay, well, there's a couple of fresh bags for us to unpack there. Speaking of the bags, are the bags there for him to pack his shit? Is that like a coded sort of symbolism thing? Was there bag chat that I missed and that's why you've got the bags? The bags have confused me. What's happening? I do love that she's confessed to giving Rory her number. And at this stage, she doesn't realise that Rory chucked that in the bin. Yeah. If you missed the live where we talk about all the trash, mess and drama that's happening off the screens this season, Rory did post on social media that, he got rid of that. Also, he's the best husband. I don't know. Are you trolling again, Jackie? I can't tell. The best husband thing doesn't really fit into her sort of I'm fawning and still trapped narrative.
You know that's not okay. So Rory's now thinking, oh, I'll message her even though she's married. It's made me angry.
It made you angry.
Yeah. Volunteering your number, that is the absolute biggest signal of like, come get me. You can give. It's like, do you want to get got? Do you want to get pursued? Definitely not happy with that. I feel as if that was something I would never do. Never.
Eva? Eva? Oh, I feel like such a little sasshole today. And what would I like to start with here? I'll start with, shut up, Rai. You went on the date as well. Like, you seem so butthurt that she gave the number over. And you know what? It speaks volumes for someone who says that she's in this relationship and she kind of kept it a secret from you. But you were like out. Your like whole thing was like, I want out. We're not good together. You don't like me as a person. I'm out. So why are you so hurt by this? You're not. You're just pretending to be hurt. Also, that shirt is terrible. I don't know. It's something about it is like really off-putting. I can't tell what's his skin and what's the shirt. Honestly, how much could you actually be mad unless this is purely about your ego, which I don't know, kind of checks out. And Jackie, just a question for you, which you'll never answer, but you can send memo me's anytime you like. Is this where he yelled? Is this what you see as yelling? Him just being a bit gross, but I don't hear the yelling. I'd love to see some footage of the yelling.
There's still this wedding ring on. You giving him your number is a strong sign that you think there is no future with us.
I do see a future with us, Ryan. We've got like great photos. We can do a lingerie photo shoot together. Like I have no intention of seeing Rory outside. I don't have one night stands. I do not do that. If I build a relationship with someone, it's forever. Like I intend them to be at my funeral and I intend to be at their funeral. Like that's how forward looking I am.
And also, yes, I forgot that that's the main reason to be with someone. How good do you look in the photos? I never really thought about that when I was getting to this current relationship. Don't worry, Jack. Rory is not interested. Chuck the number in the bin and everything. Yeah, just the way she's like, look at all these photos. Oh, from the shrine. Oh, they must have pulled it down. Oh, that's so sad. Nothing that is happening here makes any sense with what's coming out of Jackie's mouth now. All right, so that's like, really hurting my brain. So let's move on to Adrian. Adrian and Athena. Okay, all right. Well, they're still here, which as a sentence alone is amazing. But there is zero chance that this relationship is even a relationship. It's not going anywhere. Athena goes on with some shit about wanting to make up with him, which makes me feel queasy on the belly and also makes me respect her a lot less.
I was mad you did it because, yes, I was jealous. Obviously, there must be some doubt in our relationship. For us, I'm really curious.
I don't want to be curious about anyone else, but at the end of the day, this is not what I want to be, and it's not what I want to be doing. If you're in a secure relationship, you should never go. It was still wrong. Everything I said was 100% honest, and it's the truth.
Just because you say it's the truth, it doesn't mean it's the truth. Also, you weren't saying that when you came back from the date. Now you're saying that both of you were naughty because Athena said it and it sounded good, so you've decided to claim it as your own fact that you thought of in your brain. Let's just wrap this shit show up, shall we? Let's just do it. Let's not go to the final vows. Let's just... No. Athena opens the door with a, oh, who is it?
Who is it?
Yeah, hi, it's me, the iPad. I've got something that the producers really want you to watch.
Did I really convey my character as the iPad properly there, or do you need to explain? Anyway, there's an iPad at the door with their wedding video on it, just like everybody else's, and maybe some dick pics as well, who knows? Oh, Adrian, stop sending them. Producers are giving the iPad over because they want to manipulate or coerce their emotions even more to get them to those final vows, because they've put a deposit down on the venue and they really need to, like, you know, make use of that money. Guys, I don't know if I can make a full rehash out of this because there's just so many flashbacks, not a lot of recent content, you know, a lot of filler. Let's move on to Jamie, and her sister Georgia is there because she needs to make another cameo. Is she in a relationship? Because if she's not, well, we do love a sibling in the next season on this show.
Are you warding me off from you?
No,
this is good energy. So are you going to tell me the juice, or am I going to sit here like a dickhead with an evil eye?
No, you need to keep that evil eye. Oh, the last time I thought of an evil eye, it was the But You Left Queen Celine. Finally got a man who gonna marry me. Oh God, that song haunts me. Looking at your comments, you also feel the same about how haunting that song is. Anyway, the evil eye is meant to actually bring good vibes, and I don't know if there's enough good vibes to make Dave actually be in love with Jamie and want to, like, touch her in the naughty places, which is what Jamie really wants.
I think she's lying to herself. There's
Yeah.
no romance. It's still, to me, sounding like they've got a fantastic friendship. Do I think it would go anywhere?
I
No.
love it. She
But if it makes her happy, my opinion remains where it was when I saw you on date for lunch. What are we doing here, friends?
I love that she looks straight in the lens. And also, I love that she's being like brutally honest. You guys are actually really great friends and you can build a relationship on that. That is true. If you hang out with each other a lot, maybe something could click and you'd be like, yeah, is it enough to withstand an actual relationship on the outside if there's no like romantic connection? And listen, if both of you said we're both very asexual and sex isn't important to us, and then great. But at least Jamie is certainly not asexual. Georgia, as a sister, is brutally honest. And with that brutality, I think she's onto something. It is now time for the final vow.
6 weeks into our marriage, you told me you loved me. It was overwhelming. I wasn't ready to say those words back. Through all of this, you've become one of the closest people to me in my life. I came here looking for something that could last, something worth holding on to. And with you, I believe that's possible. I choose us. Let's give this a real shot. I want to leave here with you, and whatever comes next, I'm ready if you are.
Yeah, but Jamie wants you to come next. Anyway, okay, so... Okay, so no shock there, I guess. Dave wants to come out of this acting like and looking like a decent guy, especially after the whole body snatchers thing. That's a bit of a hard task. But maybe as a nation and a world, we'll all buy it. Who knows? I'm not necessarily buying it. Especially when Jamie's response straight after this was,
Yay.
yay, yay. Yeah, I'm not feeling it.
We've been like fire and ice, where I'm loud, passionate, and then you bring calm and balance. Saying I love you felt so right and so natural. Even though you didn't say it back, it didn't change how I felt. Your romantic feelings weren't progressing in the way I'd hoped. I'd felt truly blindsided in this moment. We managed to find our way back, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't concerned. Concerned that your feelings will never match mine. But I also know that I'm not ready to walk away from this or from you. I do want to take this relationship beyond the experiment.
That's so sweet. Well done.
Oh, I hate it. Okay, we have to talk about that kissing, and can we even call it kissing? Okay, so Jamie also isn't closing the door, and we're just gonna see. And I think we already know with two of the most platonic kisses I've ever seen. Like, I've seen family members be more passionate with Nan. Well, that was funny in my head, but now saying it out, I think we cut it. I think we cut it. Because now someone's going to think that like one of my cousins is just macking on with my nan. Anyway, my point is there was no passion in that.
How boring would his life be if he didn't have a little spicy log in there?
That's true.
Is it, Dave? I'm still not buying it. Now, let's say that we didn't know all that we do know from the leaks of the season. Oh, so many leaks. It's been awful. Even with just this, I would still assume that they're not going to make it like a long-term thing. Even, and it's a big even, that we delete the tale of the body snatchers incident from this season. I'm still not convinced that Dave is into this. And now I'm even less convinced that Jamie is either. Anyway, as Jamie said, yay, we have found Married at First Sight, true love. Excellent work, experts. You are great science. Yeah, you've done a great job. Now, because it is what I do on this channel, we must move on to Athena and wish Peter Dinklage. Athena's sister Cleo, do I even need to say it? She doesn't buy any of this. Like, she's going about it a lot more softly these days, but she's just not invested. And same girl.
It's a final vows, Pete. What are you going to do? It would never work.
She gonna do?
You and I both know I've got feelings for Adrian. I do think Adrian's got feelings for me.
Do I think he's good enough for you? No. From the start, he's very much for himself.
Yeah. See, Cleo, you get it. Oh, God, we just need some perspective here, don't we? Come on, Athena. This is so frustrating. You keep saying things like, oh, I think he has feelings for me. And I think those feelings are like very he doesn't hate the girl kind of vibes. When we move on to their final vows, it's a weird venue. Like, Jamie and Dave, really nice. I guess maybe they had more faith in Jamie and Dave. That's why they really wanted to make sure they got there. And less faith in Athena and Adrian, which kind of makes sense. But why did we put a sheet over the dining room table, production? Oh, I get it. Maybe it's some sort of like haunted relationship symbolism. Oh, yes. I thought Adrian was going to be the one who was just going to go first, but it seems like we're going to do the speeches side by side in the edit.
I can confirm, I still think you're way too hot. But I've come to see that you're also kind, funny, stubborn, creative, and curious.
Stubborn, okay. Oh, okay, pause. I'm not sure we want him to be too curious, you know what I mean? Curiosity certainly killed a Frenchman in this series, so let's not dig down too deep on his curiosity.
Looking back, I can admit I could have been a better partner to you.
The brown-haired, brown-eyed boy I've been looking for is at home, missing his mum. You're not my future right now. This is where our journey ends.
Holy
You
shit,
are an
she
amazing
did
mother, and I understand how important it is for you to get back to Perth to be with your son. And that's the problem. After everything, I believe these hurdles are too big to overcome, which is why I'm now deciding that it's best for both of us that I walk away.
Oh, look at that evil face! Oh, pause it! that little face that he gives, spawn of Satan. Okay, all right. Okay, so we just need to talk about this, and I need to pause it for a second because there's a lot of like, boom, boom, and dramatic looks to go with it. And the whole time I'm thinking, what is happening? You've just made the decision. Why are we still here, standing around with the weird white sheet over the table? Like, what are we doing in this room? Let's just leave. We've both been not doing this. Let's just leave.
Stop smiling at me.
I can't help it.
Do you want to spend time with me tonight?
Yeah.
Do you want to still talk to me?
Yeah, of course.
Is that on a friendship level or is that romantic?
Of course you know I have feelings for you. I just read my vows.
But you're choosing to walk away.
Yeah, what are we doing? What's happening? We're all choosing to walk away. What's going on? Stop. So put the cameras down. We did it. She said no, she's got her son back home. That's smart move. Why are we talking? Do you want to spend more time with me? What the fuck? No. Why do you want to spend more time with him? No, you saw the light for a second. What's happening?
Adrian, you like me.
I know I do.
Yeah, I know you do. Right now we're both saying we like each other.
Well, I mean,
but it's not going to work.
Adrian, it's whether or not you still want to see where this goes, and clearly you still do.
I do, but then I think about...
No, you do. That's the answer.
Yeah, but
You do. Then our answer sounds stupid. I feel like we looked at this decision too black and white.
Yeah, maybe we did.
Do you want to try right now, though?
Yes.
What? What is happening? What is happening? What is going on? So wait. Okay, so you made the right decision. Sorry guys, this is really throwing me off. So you made the right decision, and the right decision is I'm going to pick my son, and I'm going to stay in Perth to be with my son because this guy, he doesn't want to be with a single mum, right? So you made the right decision, and then because he also said he didn't want you, now you want him, Athena? Like, what is... Because he said, oh, no, I agree with you. This is actually the wrong thing for us to do. Then you went, oh, nah, let's do it. Let's do it anyway. It's because you're thinking about it black and white. Well, I think it's not always good to look at things in very black and white terms. You know, life, there's a lot of grey. But in this instance, when it comes to you and your son with this guy, it's never going to end up. Did you get a bonus from production to just pretend? And what was the whole like, you like me, Adrian, just say it. Just say you like me. What? I've lost, all of it's gone for Athena now. You do you, boo. That's just so dumb. What is happening?
Yeah, we're going out together. I think we know we're both in a situation. There's no pressure to it. So we're just going to go back home and see where we stand and how we go. Athena's a lucky woman.
Definitely still the same Adrian.
The future is bright.
No, it's not bright. It's not bright. You guys were done 15 seconds after this was filmed, for sure. I can't think of words to say. I'm actually really shocked. And I think I'm mostly shocked. This is why I think production maybe worded them up to do it, because they both said no to each other, which is the right answer. And then somehow they like came around to a yes. It's like, what? You know what, Athena? I think I've put too much on Adrian this entire season. This is all you. You did this. You convinced him to remake a decision that is the wrong one and it's going to be a detriment to you, but you've still decided, because basically what you've said to him is, oh, we don't need to commit to each other, but I still want to talk and like keep this sort of, like essentially you just want a friend with benefits. And this is not a rom-com. It's not going to end up like you and, who was in that movie? There was two of them. There was one with Ashton Kutcher. There was two Friends movies with benefits that came out at the same time. Put them in the comments below because I'm confused. Anyway, it's not like that movie or either of those movies. It's not going to work out. And neither of those people were parents. I am gagged, gooped. I am on the floor, just a puddle. Someone needs to clean me up. I don't know what I've edited this down to, but I just yelled for a long time, so that's why I'm sweating. Do I even have the energy to move on to Karina and punch the door? I guess I must. Anyway, Mum's in town, Karina's mum, because we've not met anything from Paul. Like any friends or like we're not getting to see any of his life, which again speaks volumes. Karina's mum is in town and obviously they're having a little coffee and a chit chat and sitting outside a church. Coinky dink? I think not.
We have the church behind us. It's beautiful.
The choice that he made, and it's just not good enough for me. It's okay to be curious, but don't act on it.
Okay, pause. Okay. Don't tell Paul that, all right? He doesn't need a free pass to be curious. You know what I mean? Karina's mum then says that he shouldn't fall into these temptations. Yes, Paul, pick up the Bible, read a good book, find out exactly how you should act.
Like, I have such low self-esteem when I've worked so hard. And then when this happens, I feel like all that has just come crashing down and I'm not good enough. I'm not worthy. I'm not blonde. I don't have long legs. Like, I'm not skinny enough. Like, these are all things that are going in my mind. He did that, Mum.
Karina does give off the vibe that she's trying really, really hard to be a certain way for someone. And I agree, like he did that, but you need to really fix your self-esteem outside of this relationship. And it sounds like it's still kind of running really deep and controlling how you feel, like with the jealousy, and also you're forgiving him for things that you probably shouldn't forgive him for because he needs to go and work on them. But your jealousy and neediness, it's going to be present in every relationship unless you work on those deeper issues.
Does he make you happy at all?
He does, yeah.
Exactly.
Does he?
Just angry, disappointed.
Yes. He's made the wrong choice, but we make mistakes.
I'm in love with a Frenchman. I don't know if she actually loves him or if she just loves the feeling of him being like really obsessed with her. But then if she really loved that feeling, then maybe she'd be still into it now. Oh, she's probably going to say yes at the final vows, isn't she? Anyway, there seems to be this whole narrative from Karina's mum that like forgiveness is really important. So it feels like we know where mum's sitting. What side she's on. Do we forgive the Frenchman or not?
And we need to forgive. That's part of our faith, our Christian faith, Karina, where we do need to forgive people. At the end of the day, we are human beings. We do make mistakes in life. I think if she looks at the happy times that they've had together, maybe she can forgive him. You need to pray about it.
Forgiveness is really important in a relationship, but if he keeps making pretty huge mistakes that make her feel a certain type of way, then there's just there's a limit. Oh, and with the final shot of a church, obviously production really lent into that. And was there a Jesus name drop? I'm not sure. Anyway, we must move on to the final vows. Paul obviously has no doubts. I think he would have had doubts if he'd not made that very curious decision. But now, because of just what he calls a couple of hiccups, now he has no doubts. Karina is in some sort of Kylie Minogue sort of mid-2000s tour outfit, and Paul looks primed to be the sixth member of any boy band, to be honest.
Then I crumble when I see him.
She crumbles?
Oh, so good. That's so good to see you. God, I miss you. You look so good.
The obsession.
How are you feeling?
Calm down.
Yes, me too. I guess I'll start.
Tomorrow night.
No! Is that it?
Red flags. You are the red carpet.
Yeah, this is a two-parter, and they're going to drag out the decision. Why did I spend time watching the last bit? They're just going to recap it tomorrow night. Anyway, it looks like that's the end of the episode of Rehash. I didn't even hear the nasty... Should I go? Just rewind it a bit, because I just want to hear what Jackie said.
Right, and in a world of red flags, you are the red carpet.
All right, I don't want to see any more because I just want it to happen all tomorrow, and we'll do another episode of Rehash for Married at First Sight as we get so close. We are getting so close now. If you made it this far and you're still with me, through this season of 400 episodes of Married at First Sight Australia, I need you to put curious in the comments below. It really does help the channel. Make sure you've liked this video as well, even if it makes you sign in. Do it. That was aggressive. No, but I meant it. Yeah, curious. Just let me know if you're a little bit curious, because it got dropped a lot this episode. And also, I want your thoughts and feelings on what happened with Athena and Adrian. Because of all the Paul and Karina stuff, I've completely forgotten. That happened in this episode, right? Wow, okay. That felt like so long ago. That is it for another Rehash. If you can donate, that'd be great. Click the love, heart, thanks button below, or go to rehash.com.au/donate, and I will see you in the next episode. I love you very much. Bye.